This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Monday, the 8th of December in the year 2025. I'm Gordon Mosley reporting. Now here's what we're tracking tonight. In a legal battle of words spanning more than 4 hours, the attorneys for city billionaires Nazar Mohamed and Azruddin Mohamed clashed with the prosecution over the constitutionality of the Fugitive Offenders Amendment Act, arguing that the amendments infringe on the defendant's constitutional rights, and as such the matter should be referred to the High Court for review, even as the prosecution made a last-minute disclosure to strengthen its case before the court. Magistrate Judy Latchmiller will hand down her ruling on Wednesday, the 10th of December, in relation to whether or not the case will be transferred to the High Court. Relying on 23 local and international cases, including the case of Barry Dataram versus the state, which was another extradition matter, the defense attorneys argue that legislative changes to the Fugitive Offenders Act back in 2009 were unconstitutional. They also submitted that the Fugitive Offenders Amendment Act 2009 infringes on the defendant's fundamental rights, the separation of powers doctrine, and the judicial independence principles under the Constitution of Guyana. The attorneys argue that amendments to Section 8 empower the relevant minister to issue the arrest, extradition, and committal of a citizen to a requesting state, notwithstanding and without regard to any other law. It was submitted that the empowerment of the minister to act once he's of the view that the extradition is in the interest of justice has the potential to divest and deprive any citizen of the constitutional protections of the law, in particular the ability to access the court, and to allow that person to take advantage of the processes and procedures under the Fugitive Offenders Act. Relying heavily on Article 153 of the Constitution, the attorneys made a case for the case to be referred to the High Court by the sitting magistrate. Outside the courtroom, defense attorney Royce Dilford said the team is confident in the arguments put forward.
We believe that we would have presented the arguments clearly, which shows their potential unconstitutionality and the basis for the referral to the High Court. We would have dealt with the principles applicable for referral, that it must not be frivolous and vexatious. We articulated the reasons why it's not frivolous and vexatious, to have the questions that we wanted to refer to the High Court be determined by the High Court.
He said Section 8 of the Act gives the minister undue power without regard to any other law.
These questions arose because in the Dataram's case, the full court, Justice Chang and Justice William Ramlal at the time, sat and determined and found that the extradition arrangements between Guyana and America, United States of America, was deficient in that Section A3B of the Extradition Act required the courts to look to the extradition treaty to determine whether there was a particular provision dealing with re-extradition. The full court found that that provision was not there, and therefore it was not in accordance with the direction in the Act. What happened in 2009 is that Parliament then passed a legislation directing the courts to read the provision in Section A3B as if it is in fact there. So that is one of the issues that we raised in relation to the challenge.
Meanwhile, the prosecution team, led by Special Prosecutor Terrence Williams, argued that the issues raised by the defense were premature. Mr. Williams told the court that the application by the defense is frivolous and vexatious.
Do not arise for the consideration of the learned magistrate. The application is frivolous and vexatious because, first of all, there are no real constitutional issues, and they certainly do not arise for consideration at this time. First, because many of these rights which they rely on expressly exclude extradition from consideration, and also because the magistrate has a certain duty to perform, and the duty that she has to perform does not include the considerations that the defendants have raised.
Williams and his team also made another disclosure to the court today, much to the displeasure of the defense team.
The defendants raised an issue which would not normally have arisen in extradition proceedings before the magistrate. In fact, they raised it to the press and not to the court. And so we heard about it, and so we were able to provide a diplomatic note which dealt with that issue. It's an issue that lawyers call specialty, which is that the defendants will not be sent to a third state from the requesting state.
The defense has been given up to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning to respond to the additional disclosures. Magistrate Judy Lashman is set to deliver her ruling in the interim matter on Wednesday. The father and son are facing an 11-count indictment in Florida related to allegations of mail and wire fraud, money laundering, conspiracy, aiding and abetting, and customs-related violations connected to an alleged $50 million gold export and tax evasion scheme. More news coming up in just a moment.
It all starts with one. Maybe it's one look, you know the one, or one touch, even one word. I can start with one step, or one promise, one thrill, one first time, one deep breath, one leap of faith, one day to remember, or one night to forget. One moment, so many stories that make up one crazy, average, everyday, fabulous life. We get one life, just one. Make your move. It all starts with one.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Every year somebody wins, but this year?
This year is my turn.
I'm going big. 48,000? Easy, that's 6 coupons.
Smart and fast. My win is just a scan away. Oh, and I take in that fridge too.
This is the winning one.
This year, the win is mine.
Shop $8,000 or more at any 6 Massey stores, and you'll get a chance to win our grand prize, the brand new 2025 Hyundai Creta, plus amazing consolation prizes. Massey stores, our family serving your family.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take any more of your gaslighting. Just go. I got burned too many times. I went to Quartz and found myself a new flame.
Say goodbye to your old appliances and hello to new ones from Quartz, bringing Christmas home.
Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. Make this Christmas happen with Republic Bank this year.
Days after calling on the government to increase the cash grant to citizens who are 18 years and older to no less than $150,000, the APNU staged a picketing exercise today at the Square of the Revolution before moving to outside the office of the president, demanding the issuance of the cash grant now.
We protest. Listen, there are people who are suffering in this country. Recent report from the IDB shows that 58% of the people in this country live in poverty. We in the APNU, we're not only concerned about a cash grant, but we're concerned about a broader package, a broader program to bring help to the suffering people.
APNU parliamentary lead Terence Campbell. He said at the core of the APNU's 2025 manifesto was a comprehensive plan to take the masses out of poverty, including with cash transfers and social programs to address the root causes of poverty.
The demand for cash transfer is just one part of a package that we expect the government to bring help to those suffering masses. We must take our people out of poverty.
An APNU member of Parliament, Ganesh Mahipal, said on the campaign trail ahead of the elections, All of the major parties indicated that they would be issuing cash grants to citizens to cushion the effects of the rise in the cost of living. He said now that the elections are over, it is time for the governing party, the PPP, to make good on its promise.
You made a promise, it is expected that you keep that promise. You see, the people who are not fully supportive of cash distribution, cash grant or cash transfer are the ones who are wealthy off, are the ones who are benefiting from contracts, are the ones who are not in need. The people who want the cash grant, who want the cash transfer or the cash distribution, whichever terminology you want to use, are the people who are looking for a beautiful Christmas, and they are in the majority.
Mahipol also said right across the country, Guyanese are facing deplorable conditions, and the cash grant will help some of them to ease their financial difficulties.
So the money is available, and what we said is that we expect a minimum of $150,000, which if you multiply that by 600,000 people, which is based on the amount of people they used for the 100,000 cash grant last year, that's going to give us 90 billion. Now, if they want to give it to 200, which we will welcome, 200,000 is even better, that is 120 billion.
They also noted that there is a need for a broader initiative to bring the masses out of poverty. APNU Member of Parliament Attorney Dexter Todd said after promising Guyana a beautiful Christmas, President Irfan Ali must make good on that promise.
We are also failing to recognize that Guyana still has an alarming number of unemployment. There are still a lot of qualified people who are home, who are without jobs. There are many single parents who still have to consider how they are going to buy basic food for this holiday for their families.
Are feeling and benefiting from this wealth. And we believe that every year there must be a defined policy as to how much and how will wealth transfer take place to its citizens. It is not to be used as a political tool, the government giving you something. And the language of the government is deliberate to impoverish and to keep people in enslavement in their mindset. For the president to say, if you behave yourself, we will give you, this is of his personal funding he's making it sounds like. This is not his resources, this is not his funding, it belongs to all of us and it must happen now.
Last Friday, the APNU said the government should approach the parliament soon to initiate the approval process for the proposed cash transfer to ensure prompt disbursements. The American Chamber of Commerce of Guyana elected its first woman president on Friday at the Chamber's annual general meeting. Business executive Iman Khan Cummings of the Coram Restaurants Group was elected the new president of the business grouping. Amcham Guyana said her election signals a renewed chapter in the organization's mission to advance strong, mutually beneficial commercial ties between the U.S. and Guyana. In her acceptance remarks, Khan Cummings reaffirmed her commitment to strengthening bilateral economic cooperation, pledging to continue deepening the commercial relationship between Guyana and the United States. She also emphasized her focus on building bridges, expanding opportunities, and promoting shared prosperity for businesses across both countries. Executive Director of Amcham Guyana, Richard Leo, said Amcham has been playing a pivotal role in fostering bilateral trade. He highlighted the Chamber's first outbound trade mission to the Caribbean Business Conference, which opened new commercial opportunities for Guyana and American firms, and the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with the U.S. Foreign Commercial Service in June. Outgoing president of Amcham, Devendra Kisun, was recognized for his leadership, under which the chamber strengthened its financial position and expanded its membership. Ms. Tandai Rampasal was also acknowledged for her dedicated contribution to deepening U.S. Guyanese economic engagement. The new board of Amcham Guyana will serve a 2-year term. Police investigators are probing a break-in that took place this morning at the Ministry of Home Affairs and Brigdam. In a statement, the ministry confirmed the incident and explained that around 4 o'clock this morning, an unknown individual gained access to the building. It is suspected that a person might have gained access through a fire exit area. Reports state that the security personnel at the ministry's building detected the intruder via the CCTV cameras and immediately raised an alarm. One officer pursued the man, but was unsuccessful in apprehending him. The Guyana police force was promptly notified, the ministry said, and an investigation was launched without delay. The investigation led to the arrest of a 48-year-old man and the recovery of a number of stolen items, including laptops, digital cameras, smartphones, tablets, and some beverages. Charges are expected to be filed against the burglar this week.
Your own home is so much more than just four walls, floors, and ceilings. It's a lifetime of great memories and stories. Come talk to us and start your journey home today.
Republic Bank. We're the one for you.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks to Washi soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright. Have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Washi soap powder wash clothes so nice. Washi soap powder leave your clothes color bright. Washi soap powder have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market. Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Hi, my name is Stephen Jacobs, Minister within the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport. Health and fitness is the heart of a strong nation. And when we have strong Guyanese citizens, it helps with discipline and also productivity, and also a long-lasting life for you. So, for that reason, I'm endorsing the Energy Conference run on the 15th of February 2026. See you there.
Well, the Guyana Gold and Diamond Miners Association has once again issued a call to all miners to intensify their efforts to meet this year's National Gold Declaration target, reminding that the sustainability of the sector relies on compliance, transparency, and the rejection of illegal trading channels. In a statement, the association reminded all miners that gold must only be sold to the Guyana Gold Board or to authorized buyers. It noted that authorized buyers are strictly defined as dealers licensed by the Guyana Gold Board and licensed traders in gold as approved by the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission. The GGDMA said miners are strongly advised to avoid roving traders or illegal landings, where illegal gold buyers set up shop to buy directly from unethical miners without any paper trail. The association said the unregulated channels are often linked to gold smuggling operations, which result in massive losses of taxes and royalties to the state. The GGDMA also reminded miners that they must ensure proper documentation is received when selling their gold, and that it is in their best interest to request a periodic statement of their transaction from the licensed gold dealer. Additionally, the association cautioned miners that it is illegal to pay workers with gold and reminded that gold can only be used as transactions with approved buyers and the Guyana Gold Board. The association is calling on all legitimate small and medium-scale miners to separate themselves from rogue elements and criminals who falsely identify themselves as small miners. The association added that illegal mining and smuggling have no place in Guyana, and the association therefore reminds miners that it is part of their responsibility to ensure fair and true declarations, increase production, and work with the government to reduce illegal operations in the sector. The Gold Miners Association said since the government has incentivized the industry, it is imperative that miners reciprocate by ensuring full declarations. The association also said it remains committed to supporting the government in taking necessary action to increase production and declarations while curbing smuggling. The Ministry of Health has announced that works have commenced for a new $4.6 billion hospital in Moruca in Region 1. The 50-bed facility will feature an accident and emergency department, a pharmacy, and a laboratory. In addition, the hospital will also feature an advanced imaging suite, including X-ray and CT scan facilities, to enhance diagnostic capacity in the region. It will also include operational theaters capable of performing both routine and complex surgical procedures, as well as intensive care units for adults and children. In a statement, the ministry said maternal health will be strengthened through a specialized delivery suite, while inpatient rooms will be designed for comfort, accommodating no more than 5 beds per room, each with a private toilet and bath. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony, who toured the facility site over the weekend, noted that the Moruca Regional Hospital represents a substantial upgrade from existing facilities in the region in terms of infrastructure and the quality of care that will be provided. He said the facility will transform healthcare delivery in Region 1. In addition, the hospital will house specialized departments, including one for eye care services and hearing assessments. The minister said to address challenges highlighted during the COVID-19 pandemic, the facility will also feature an on-site oxygen plant. 30-year-old Linden businessman Duquan Rose has been charged and remanded to jail over allegedly being in possession of firearms and ammunition without a license. The man was arrested last Wednesday in Linden during a police operation at his Redwood Crescent home. He appeared in court on Friday where the charge was read to him. A police statement said Rose pleaded not guilty to the charge and was remanded to prison until the 16th of December, when the matter will continue. In a police statement last week, the police force said a search of the man's home uncovered 2 handguns along with a quantity of ammunition, just over $6.9 million Guyana dollars in cash, and $7,000 in cash. There are reports that the search was triggered by information received by the police about the suspect's alleged involvement in the movement and sale of unlicensed firearms. Tonight, police investigators are continuing their probe of the stabbing death of a 48-year-old Cuban national. The man, who has been identified as Ariel Batancourt Ramiel, was found lying motionless on Middle Road, La Penitence on Saturday afternoon. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
I started calling 911 because at first I was thinking that was an accident. Is the taxi driver who saw everything? Is the driver say, well, no, it's not an accident. 2 boys, 2 skinny guys on the bike, Robbie and gone riding up the road. And like he fight back with them because he was coming from the direction. And like he fight back with them and end up stabbing him.
The police said the murder weapon was recovered a short distance away from the site of the murder. CCTV cameras in the area captured a man being attacked and stabbed by 2 men who escaped on a motorcycle. So far, there have been no arrests in the matter, and the investigations are ongoing tonight.
In Guyana, roads don't give you a break, and neither should your truck. That's why there's the Isuzu D-Max, built with turbo diesel power, high clearance, and 4x4 control that owns the off-road. It's strong, smart, and tough enough for any job. The Isuzu D-Max is more than a pickup. It's your ultimate working partner. Available at Marix, the authorized Isuzu dealer. Call 226-1306 for more details. Isuzu D-Max, master of all roads.
Your business is built on hard work, vision, and the drive to succeed. At GBTI, we understand what it takes to grow. That's why we offer Grow, a small business service designed to help your business expand, adapt, and reach its full potential. From new opportunities to new milestones, we're here to support you every step of the way. Grow from GBTI. Progress starts here.
Something new has been growing, and it's now ready for you to pick.
Fresh.
Taste the Fruta freshness. Pick the fresh new 200 ml size today. Live Fruitaful.
Guyana's economy is rapidly transforming, and we're all part of it. Guy Oil is at the forefront of this development by providing reliable and efficient energy and supporting community development from the very core. 100% of Guy Oil's profit goes back to building schools, roads, and other important infrastructure that connects our cities and towns, providing fuel to domestic, marine, industrial, and aerial transportation. Guy Oil has now repositioned itself as a market leader in the petroleum industry, building a better future for all of us.
Make this Christmas happen for everyone this year with Republic Bank. Make this Christmas happen with Republic Bank this year. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, let's do this thing.
With your regional and international news tonight, I am Svetlana Marshall. In the region, the spread of the 6 and 7 gangs from TNT to neighboring islands, along with copycat criminals, has been cited by international and regional crime analysts as a factor in rising violence in the other Lesser Antilles Islands. And analysts have also been told of concerns from various regional countries regarding potential fallout from the U.S.-Venezuela issues, including being targeted for hosting any U.S. facility or supporting the U.S.'s position against Venezuela. The information has been presented by Dr. Evan Ellis, Senior Non-Resident Associate with Washington's Americas Program at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, in a summary following his participation at the 3rd Regional Network meeting for crime analysts. This was held in the Dominican Republic from November 24 to 27. He said the flow of drugs through the region, in conjunction with the availability of guns, continues to be a major driver of violence and corruption in the region, facilitated by local gangs as well as regional and international groups. The Regional Law Enforcement Coordination Organization, Caribbean Community Implementation Agency for Crime and Security, CARICOM Impacts, reported that 329 metric tons of cocaine and 172 metric tons of marijuana were seized transiting the region in 2025. Ellis noted. Participants spoke of 4 principal regional routes, with 3 focused on supplying the European market. Venezuela through the Lesser Antilles to Europe, Venezuela through Guyana to Europe, Colombia to the Dominican Republic to Europe, and the Eastern Caribbean to Puerto Rico to the U.S. The U.S. has criticized the Venezuelan government over the death of an opposition figure in custody, calling it a reminder of the vile nature of President Nicolas Maduro's regime. Alfredo Diaz died in his prison cell at a prison in Caracas, where he was being held for more than a year, human rights organizations and opposition groups have said. The Venezuelan government said the 56-year-old showed signs of a heart attack and was taken to hospital, where he died on Saturday. The U.S. intervention is the latest in an escalating war of words between the Trump administration and Maduro, who has accused it of seeking regime change. And finally tonight, international news. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said a second phase of the U.S. brokered plan to end the war in Gaza is close, but the key issues still need to be resolved. Under the second phase of President Donald Trump's plan, Israel should withdraw its troops further from Gaza as a transitional authority is set up and international security force is deployed. Hamas is meant to disarm and reconstruction to begin. With questions outstanding over Hamas disarmament, one senior official has suggested the group is ready to consider freezing or storing its remaining weapons. The U.S. and other mediators have been applying pressure on both sides to advance the next stages of Trump's plan. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall, wishing you a pleasant evening.